Hey, what's going on? It's the Side New 280. So, coming to an end, not necessarily where I wanted to be overall in the grand scheme of 365 videos in 365 days. Sitting, like I said, obviously at 280, and I got about 10 more days to go. However, I still look at it as an accomplishment. It's still not over yet. I don't know where the final number will be when 365 days actually hits. But what I want to talk about today is really accepting new challenges. So in the last couple of days, I've accepted some new challenges, some things that I haven't done in my past, and some things that I didn't think that necessarily were going to be available to me in my future. Now, working on things and working on yourself and investing in yourself is very, very important. And kind of seeing where you're able to go and what you're able to do is just as important. So, I invested in myself, and then I finished my degree, and I thought, you know what, that'll be it for now. That'll be good, especially having a newborn, kind of taking a break, seeing, what else was there, and then being able to spend time with him and continuing to do these videos, continuing to do some other things that, are investments in myself, investments in my family, my future. But we were looking at some stuff, and I've decided that I'm going to attempt going after my master's degree. Now, why? I mean, for me, necessarily, I don't, it's not that getting this degree is going to propel me career wise overall. I have my goals, I have my job, my lifestyle that I live, and then that's where it is. And I don't need the degree to help. Now, if I was to transition out, and of course it would help on the way out possibly, but I'm not going after it for that. I'm going after it for in accepting a challenge that I haven't done previously. I didn't think that was ever going to be available to me. I didn't think that it was going to be something that I would ever be able to strive for. And when I finished my degree and I worked this out, with my spouse, and talked about we were going to take some time off from school because she had just finished her master's and I had just finished my bachelor's, and we were really going to focus on our kids, and we are. And as I see that we still have some time, and because I have that time, I'm going to use it effectively, and I'm going to make sure that I'm using that time to accomplish something that, I want. And right now I want to go after that. I want to, be challenged in a way, mentally, that I haven't been challenged before. Now, obviously, I'm going to go for this master's degree, and I don't know. I haven't started it yet. I'll tell you when I'm, in the first class, or when I'm halfway done, or when I'm about to finish, how hard it was overall. But just because I don't know that doesn't mean that I can be afraid of it. And I think a lot of people are afraid of accepting new challenges. They're afraid of the possibilities. They're afraid of what might happen. They're afraid of the what ifs, and they're afraid of, the consequences they're going to have from inactions, but they don't even know if they're going to have those inactions or not. They don't know if their action is going to be there. They don't know if their effort's going to be there. And these things scare you from accepting a new challenge. We did a mud run yesterday, me and my wife, and I was lucky enough to have a really good friend that, we pushed each other throughout the thing, and I've never done one before. And not to say that it was easy, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be. And I was able to complete it what I believe, very well. But it was because we were pushing each other, and when it was something new, and it was a challenge that had never been done before for me personally, and I accepted it, and I was able to do it. And it was kind of my lead up. I have a race that is next month, literally, and it's going to be a different type of race, and you're kind of nervous about it, but at the same time, I know I don't know what I'm getting myself into, but I know, like, I signed myself up for it, right? And because of that, I accepted that challenge, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to complete that challenge, and I'm going to conquer that challenge, and hopefully it'll take me to new challenges along the way. So, long story short, look, your life is your life, but don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to accept new challenges. Don't be afraid to continue to apply yourself, continue to push yourself, and continue to just knock it out of the park. Yesterday, on my personal Facebook, I posted something. The sky is not the limit. All right, it's not. But a lot of people think that it is. They believe that the sky is the limit. They believe that that is all you're ever going to be able to do, and that's because society says, the sky is the limit. And you know what? That's not the reality. That's not the reality overall. Your limit is your limit. All right. Know that, understand that, and don't, put limitations on yourself just because you're afraid, and just because you're afraid of accepting new challenges. So until my next video, I appreciate you watching Decide and Do.